Sound the pibroch loud on high, fade John grows to the Idaho sky. Let every clan their slogan cry, rise and follow cheerily. Hatchin po and po and po hatchin po and po and po hatchin po and po, rise and follow cheerily. See that small devoted band by dark loch shield, they've made their stand and bravely bow the heart and hand. They rise and follow cheerily. Hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, rise and follow cheerily. Bay every hill and every glen are gathering fast the loyal men. They grasp their dirks and shout again, hurrah for royal cheerly. Hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, rise and follow cheerly. On dark Culloden's field of war, hark they shout, Claymore, Claymore, they bravely fight, and they more, and die for royal cheerly. Now on the barren lea they lie, their funeral dirge the eagles cry, and mountain breezes o'er them sigh. What fought and died for cheerly, no more we'll see such deeds again. Deserted is each highland glen, and lonely cares lie o'er the men. What fought and died for cheerly, hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, rise and follow cheerly. Hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, hatchin po and po and po, rise and follow cheerly.
Good evening and welcome to the Howl. We are celebrating tonight the arrival of the actual physical CD of the album. Arrived today, and I'll be shipping it out hopefully starting tomorrow to our Kickstarter backers. Thank you to all you Kickstarter backers who made this possible. And graphic design by Mr. Tony Horning, who's done such a great job on all my albums. So there you go. Pretty stunning stuff from Mr. Tony Horning there. So if you want it, well, you can get it from Bandcamp. Although I don't know if I have it. I think I have the physical CD up for sale there, but you can also get the digital version. And I only made 150 of these, so may not be able to send it out to too many people other than the Kickstarters, but we'll see. Anyway, so celebrating that, and wearing my Scotland jersey in honor of the Scottish album. And we'll do a few songs from that to start off with. Can't decide whether I need to wear my glasses or not. We'll try not. As I come in by Dunadir and down by Nether Hall, there were 50,000 heathen men a marching to our law. We a diddy-I-yo, diddy-I-do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. As I get on and further on and down upon by wine, it's there I saw Sir James arose and we him John the Green. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. It's come ye pay the heathens man, come ye all the way. Saw you MacDonald and his men as they come in face sky. We a diddy-I-yo, ball the do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. It I was near and near enough that I their numbers saw. There were 50,000 heathen men are marching to our law. We a diddy-I-yo, ball the do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Can that be true, says James the Rose, they'll no come muckle spade. They'll cry upon we're merry men and turn our horses' head. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Oh na na na, says John the Graham, this thing will never be. For the Gannon Grims will never beat, we'll buy what we can do. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Tricks you never saw. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. They fell full close in Ilkesai, 6 tricks you never saw. And Ilka sword, big clash for clash of the battle, oh our law. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. The heathen men with their lang swords, they laid down as for say. They drave back for merry men, 3 acres breadth of mere. We a diddy-I-yo, ball the do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. And for this day his brother did say, oh brother, can you say, they've beaten us back in Ilkesine and will be forced to flee. We a diddy-I-yo, ball the do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Ah na na na, my brother bold, this thing will never be. Attack your good sword in your hand and you'll come in with me. We a diddy-I-yo, ball the do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. 2, 3, 4. Well, it's back to back, the brothers bogeyed in amongst the throng. They drave back the heathen men with their swords both sharp and lang. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. And the first is straight that Forbes struck, he got MacDonald real. And the next is straight that Forbes struck, the brave MacDonald fell. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. And the second half of Larricky, the likes you never saw, as was amongst the heathen men when they saw MacDonald fall. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Some raised some ransom, the gang, they were a smarter code, but Forbes and his merry men, he slew them on the road. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Oh, 50,000 heathen men, 53 get head, and out to haul the Holland men, 50 march we grim. We a diddy-I-yo, ballin' a do, diddy-I-yo-I-yay. Can anybody spit a cheese at them that march to war? You can tell them plain and very plain they're sleeping at our law way. Diddy-I-O, Bonadona, diddy-I-O, Good evening. Hello, Joseph Cooper. Hello, Paul Campbell. Good to see you here. Taylor Cook, Peter Richards, Roxanne, Charles Brown, Steve.
When he fell in the hole.
Yeah. I hope I don't mispronounce your name, Steve. So I'm just going to leave it. Ostrich, Eastrich,
Estrich.
Estrich. Okay, there we go. Allison Davidow is also here, and that's all the people I see so far. Hey. Joining us now, my XO. Miss Christina Loescher. XOXO.
XOXO.
That was really that's hard to sing.
Because you fall in the hole.
I did fall in a hole.
I had to wait for. Okay, so I was watching Repair Shop again, and I had to wait for the couple.
That don't make you no bad girl.
The little couple with the 58-year-old.
Yeah.
Music box from when he was stationed in Malaya, which I had to look up, not Malaysia. Anyway, they cried,
bell.
I cried, we all cried. It was awesome.
Yeah, the problem with finding the all Repair Shop all the time channel is there's no pausing it, so you're kind of like stuck there for at least the next 30-45 minutes.
Or
while Steve
10 days.
While Steve polishes his brass.
Listen.
Anyway.
We've been together 28 years, but if Steve showed up, I'd give him the time of day for sure.
Well,
Steve Fletcher, a clockmaker. He can clean my clock anytime.
There's a tremendous amount of gunk in here.
Right. So Coop is here. Sing him the song.
I will, but not yet.
Not that one. The Keelahan one.
I will.
Come on.
He can wait.
You have to reward.
I'm celebrating this.
Oh, I was going to say you have to reward the people who are here on time.
I will. But that's going to keep them around a little bit. The expectation that there are 2 new songs I'll be doing tonight. And both of them, I think, related to Joseph Cooper. So
that's what you get for being an annoying.
I don't want to reward.
If you're an annoying git, you get 2 songs.
Anyway, but here's the de facto title track of the album. Hey, may the wars, hey, Millie soldier, hey, may the trenches, the killing and the shame. Now the old warrior, he looks back in anger at the suffering, the dying, the bullets and the flame. Hey, the old Alba, hey, the traveler, aim to her bosom that never grows cold. The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alba that never grow old.
Okay, please eat something. I'm going to enjoy music outside with Dad.
Hey, the sojourn, the tinker is weary.
Can we what?
Tired of tramping
Yes, go get Marie,
highways
'cause I'm
and
gonna
down,
work on her too.
crossing the border. Can he get any further? Ain't the old Alba where he'll slip a while. Ain't the old Alba, ain't the traveler, ain't her bosom that never grows cold. It's old Alba, hey, is the traveler, ain't they her bosom that never grows cold? The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alba that never grow old. Ain't they old Alba, ain't is the traveler, ain't they her bosom that never grows cold? The soldier, the tinker, the old music maker, the children of Alba that never grow old. The children of Alba that never grow old.
Lovely. The squirrel likes it too.
Is that the squirrel? Your squirrel friend?
Yep. Hey, hen, the feeder's empty.
It's
hen,
Thursday.
It's Thursday. The hen, the feeder's been empty since Saturday. See?
So, yep. We're going to do the closing track to the album.
Okay.
And then we'll go on to some of these other songs that... 2 new songs tonight. 2 new song dings. Coming up after this wonderful song from Mr. Brian McNeil. As a young boy living in Scotland, I was very taken by the whole Jacobite mythos, Bonnie Prince Charlie and stuff like that, and
Scots what hay.
yeah, and nationalism and monarchy and all that stuff, and I can't be bothered with
And
them now.
independence.
Here's a song about that. Oh, I gotta remember to turn on my foot stomper thing.
Porch board?
No,
No.
my
I did see a picture of Frances at the
Playing-
Hawaii gig
yeah.
holding she's like leaning in for a picture and she's got the porch board you gave her in her
great.
hand. The red one,
She
right?
played Hawaii.
Yeah,
played
they played
Hawaii?
on the Big Island.
Wow.
Just Frances and EJ
Oh,
about a month ago.
well, good for them.
Yeah.
I was listening to the news the other day. Heard a fat politician who had the nerve to say he was proud to be Scottish, by the way, with the glories of our past to remember. His deus was like us, listen to the cry, no surrender to the truth. Here's the reason why, the power and the glory, just another bloody lie. They was to keep us all in line. For there's no God and there's precious few heroes, but there's plenty on the door in the land of the real. But it's time now to speak the future clear, the lies of our past we know was never real. So farewell to the heather and the glen, they can let us off once and not do it all again. They still prefer sheep to thinking men, but men who think like sheep are even better. You're still there's nothing much to choose between the old and the new. They still don't give a damn for the likes of me and you. Just mind your payment, there's a factor when it's due. Mind your bloody manners when you pay. For there's no gods and there's precious few heroes, plenty on the door with the land of the real. But it's time now to speak the future clear, the lies of our past that we know is never real. And tell me, will we never hear the end of poor bloody Charlie and Columbia? on your head again. Though we ran like a rabbit to the glen, even better folk than him to be butchered. Are you sitting in your council house, thinking of your plan, waiting for the Jacobites to come and free the land? Try going down the brew with a claymore in your hand. Count all the princes in the queue. For there's no gods, there's precious few heroes, and there's plenty on the dole in the land of the Leo. But it's time now to speak the future clear, the lies of our past that we know is never real. Of Scotland the brave, if we don't fight soon, there'll be nothing left to say. Would you rather stand and watch them dig your grave while you wait for the Tartan Messiah? He'll lead us to the promised land with a lover in his eye. We'll all live off the oil and the whiskey by and by. Free heavy beer, high suppers in the sky. We never had the chance to learn, for there's no gods and there's precious few heroes. There's plenty on the dole in the land of the Leo. But it's time now to speak the future clear of the lies of our past that we know is never real. For there's no gods and there's precious few heroes. There's plenty on the dole in the land of the Leo. And I'm damn sure there's plenty living here, and they stand together with a shoulder to the wheel. And there's no gods. Beautiful. So we have had a request from Paul Campbell for Sweet Afton. Oh. And also there is... We'll do Sweet Afton since it's on the album. Sweet Afton brand of cigarettes was launched in Ireland in 1919 to celebrate the link between Dundalk, Ireland, where Carroll's cigarette factory was, and the national poet of Scotland, Robert Burns. Oh. Burns' eldest sister, Agnes, lived in Dundalk from 1817 until her death 17 years later, and was buried in the cemetery in that town. They thought the brand would only be successful in Scotland if the carton had an image of Burns or a Scottish name on the packet. And so they canvassed the people, and Sweet Afton was chosen. There you go. Excellent. Now everybody in Dundalk, they have a stutter. Or maybe it just sounds like they do. So here's Sweet Afton from the album. Track number 9, maybe? Got it in one. Track number 9. Oh, number 9 on the album, number 1 in your hearts. Shout out to Kendall Rogers, who did a phenomenal job. Yep. I think Alex is on this one too? Yeah, Alex is on flute on this one, and Kendall played piano. Is this the one where he had to do it in one take? No, that's Donald McGillivray. It was much harder. Yeah. So big shout out to all the wonderful musicians who helped me on this album, including myself. All the vocals and all the guitars are me, and all the percussion. Alex Stewart played Highland pipe, small pipes, and flute and whistle. Beth Patterson played bass on every single track, making them all amazing, well, except for one, which is just me. Kendall Rogers played piano and accordion. Jeremy Greenhouse played fiddle, and Gordon MacLeod also played fiddle, and Abby Palmer played harp. So thank you to my wonderful, very talented friends for helping me make this much better than it had any intention of being. So here's a song, a Robert Burns song. It's friendlier with two. It's more fun with friends. This is what I would call a Afterglow Buccalia song. So it's a little bit like Fields of Gold. It is a little like Fields of Gold. Might even be in the same key. No, I don't think it is. That doesn't sound right. There's something out there. Tune. It's been very warm here today, and I just brought the instruments out to kind of acclimate before starting, and maybe I didn't bring them out soon enough.
So I know I've been after you to put in a trouble ticket with Nextlight, but suddenly people are talking about a lag. So I don't know if it's happening here.
Squirrel just got chased up the tree next door.
Yep.
I think that's good enough. Well, if there's an issue with Nextlight, it'll just stop. So hopefully we won't have an issue. So.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I needed to make sure that my foot pedal is working.
Okay.
Which I forgot to do. I just turned it on and assumed that it would be working. It says it's connected, so let's double check.
All right.
Now it's working. It wasn't working a second ago, and I don't know why.
Sounds like the internet.
Of clear winding rills, did any I wander as moon rise high? My flocks and my moving sweet caught in my eye. Scented bird chase my merry hand. Oh, like a restful stream often, how lovely it lies, and winds by the car where my Mary resides. How often I water a snowy as a gathering sweet flowers, she stands like a the theme of my days. My Mary is asleep by thy murmuring stream, so flow gently, sweet after, disturb my whole dream.
Wiggle.
Yep, should be back.
Yeah, if I don't text periodically, I miss all the comment. I actually have to go out and get back in to see the comments. Steve asked what whiskey you were drinking, so I said Irish whiskey with Glava, which is a Scottish liqueur.
Liqueur from, where's it from? I don't remember.
Glaveland.
What?
Glaveland.
Glaveland. Anyway, yeah, it's
Glaveltoon.
it's very similar to Drambuie. I'm actually drinking out of a Drambuie glass, and when I'm on the cheap or I can't get Glava, which is frequently, I drink Drambuie, and this is Kirkland's finest 4-year-old Irish whiskey. Was made in a 55-gallon plastic drum, but it tastes pretty good. It's very similar to Jameson, which is my preferred whiskey.
Had a request for the yew tree.
Okay. Should I do that now? Well, we're doing.
I'm reading you.
We're doing the album block. So as long as there's requests for songs from the album, I should probably go ahead and do them.
Okay.
And we'll get on to the new songs in a moment here. The new non-Scottish songs. By the way, I've got my microphone right here. It's what's stuck to my burly chest here.
It might need to be closer. How is the balance between bouzouki or guitar and vocals?
I meant to put a damper. Cover this hole. Can you hand me that yellow towel there on the table?
Yeah, is it clean?
Mostly.
Do you want me to go get you a clean towel?
If you've, I don't think it's that important.
Oh, it's wet.
Okay. It's damp. It's moist.
No.
See, I have a sound hole right here. That's what she said. And so it's coming out right into the microphone, so it may be overbalancing the vocal a little bit. Although I did a spot check last week, and it sounded pretty good, actually. Thank you. Christina, 2 towels, Loescher. So this one has Abby Palmer on harp. Abby Palmer, who is a wonderful singer and harp player, I think also tune composer and songwriter, but plays with, amongst other people, the Sean Healy Band, which is how I met her. Let's see how that works. Just dampen it a little bit. Thank you. You look tired all of a sudden.
You look like the piss.
So another Brian McNeil song. What bird was that? Was that the house finch?
I wasn't listening because the dog is squeaking.
Yeah, so you have to identify either the bird or the ball squeaking. So either way, very bucolic. I know why the foot pedal.
Sings?
That's 2. I know why my foot pedal wasn't working because it's out of battery. So I forgot to plug it in.
Do you want me to go get a battery?
No, it needs to be plugged in. So
okay.
I'll just have to. It's okay. We'll fix it in post. We'll do it live. A mile from Puncaton on the road to the sea stands a yew tree 1,000 years old. And the old women swear by the gray of their hair that it knows what the future will hold. For the shadows of Scotland stand round here, midst the kale and the corn and the kye, all the hopes and the fears of 1,000 long years under the Lothian sky. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Did you look through the haze of the lang summer days to the south and the far English border? All the bonnets so still on Flodden's far field, did they march by your side in good order? Did you ask them the price of their glory when you heard the great slaughter begin? For the dust of their bones would rise up frae the stone to bring tears to the eyes of the wind. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Did you know thing to tell when John Knox himself preached under your branches say black? Did the poor common folk who would lift up the yoke, or the bishops and priests tread their backs? But you knew the bargain he sold them, and freedom was only one part. For the price of their souls was the gospel so cold, it would freeze up the joy in their hearts. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Not once did you speak for the poor and the weak when the moss troopers lay in your shade, to hide by the thunder and count out the plunder and share all the spoils of the raid. But you saw the smiles of the gentry and the laughter of the lords at their gate, when the poor hunt the poor across a mountain and moor, the rich man can keep him in chains. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? And I thought as I stood and laid hands on your wood that it might be your kindness to fill you. One kiss on the axe and you're freed frae the racks, all the sad bloody tales that men tell you. But a wee bird flew out frae your branches and sang out as never before, and the words of the song were 1,000 years long, and to learn them so long 1,000 more. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see?
Lovely. Thank you.
All right. Unless there are any other album-related songs, I'll go and do our 2 new songs.
Nice. Hi, Sydney.
Is Sid with us?
Yes.
Oh, Sid, I'm so sorry for missing you when you were in Colorado Springs. We'll have to do it again sometime, and I will send you a copy of the album if you will DM me your current address, because I know it's not whatever I had for you last. So.
Yep. And since she introduced you to James Keelahan,
Yep.
now would be a
Okay.
good time to do your newest James Keelahan song, if you
Yep.
felt like it.
Yep. Yes. Let me find that right now. Stand by. It's also very another bucolic song, and in keeping with being out here in the backyard and having the birds talking around us. And I think this was suggested originally by Coop, by Joseph Cooper.
No, not on that one.
On this one?
No, on the guitar. We talked about
Okay.
it this morning. Stop trying to play the banjo.
I played it on the banjo this morning, and
And
you
I
said
said,
it was
don't
okay.
play that one on the banjo.
No, not this one. I thought you said it was okay.
You know what?
Here we go. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes, he'll be master of his home. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Safe as Moses in the rushes, makes his home on the river wide. Every time I hear him singing, makes me feel like spring inside. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be in there singing his heart out. He'll be telling stories too of where he went to winter last year and how he's going back there too. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Where's my dinger? New song. We're also at 19, so maybe we'll get to do a... Oh, and also, this is a CD release night, and it's a... as well.
Ooh, I like the spitty part at the end.
I know. I'm doing
You're
that a lot.
secreter.
I am a secreter. Shh, it's a secret.
I don't even remember what that's from. What movie that? No, I'm a secreter. What's it from?
It's from describing serial killers and whether they are...
No, I know, but we had it was like in a movie. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Anyway, that was new song number 1.
Yay!
And
And there are many versions, but the James Keelahan version is the
there are many
one-
versions, but this one is mine.
That's right. Lots of good James Keelahan songs.
Mr. Michael Price asked for more cowbell.
All right.
There you go. So this will be the second time I sang it, because I sung it first to make sure it was in the right key and make sure all the chords are right. So let's see how this goes.
Oh, are you going to sing the other one already?
On a warm summer's evening, on the train bound to nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. And he bummed a cigarette, and he asked me for a light. And the night got deadly quiet. His face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed out a cigarette, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler he broke even. But even in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to hold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Wow. Oof.
It really is a great song.
It is.
So
A woman in Roxanne's neighborhood was murdered Friday.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that,
she went
Roxanne.
missing a block from their house, and nobody knows what happened or why. So they're staying in, which I firmly support. I'm so sorry. That's terrible, and it's so unsettling and uncomfortable. Do what you need to do to keep yourself and your family safe.
Well, since Mr. Michael Price may or may not still be with us, why don't we do an original Michael Price song?
Okay. That's my favorite.
Just trying to remember it now. I got to remember the name to find it in the book here. So
I'm waiting for my ship to
thank you.
come in.
Starts with a W. So, Mr. Michael Price, original song here.
I first heard this song.
Your checks in the mail.
That's right. Very loud. Sang this very loud in a very big rainstorm at the Milwaukee Irish Festival with Craig Scotland and
Yeah.
Will Flosher in 19.
At the roundabout stage
99 at
in
the
the
roundabout.
pouring rain, and I saved Roger Harrison's life.
That's right. Because his amp was in a puddle.
No, it's actually the power strip.
Was it the power? Either way.
Either way. Either way.
Either way.
I'm waiting for my ship to come in, take me places I've never been. I always gamble, but I seldom win. Waiting for my ship to come in. I've always been a sailor, wooden deck beneath my feet. The ocean is my mistress, and sometimes I hear her speak. She says, I'll burn you and I'll freeze you, I'll make you curse your fate, and then I will reward you for the chances that you take. Now I'm waiting for my ship to come in, take me places I've never been. I always gamble, but I seldom win. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. It's out there in the distance, sails all full of sky. I swim out to meet it, but it just sailed right by. Braver man than I have tested her resolve, but all she'll ever leave me is a taste of blood and soul. Now I'm waiting for my ship to come in, Find me the wind and sea. I can't resist the siren's call, the ocean's mystery. Now I'm waiting for my ship to come in, take me places I've never been. I always gamble, but I seldom win. Waiting for my ship to come in. I'm waiting for my ship to come in, take me places I've never been. I always gamble, but I seldom win. Waiting for my ship to come in. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. Waiting for my ship to come in. Cha cha cha.
Yay! Very
Squeak,
nice.
squeak, squeak.
Squeak, 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 squeaker, squeak 'em.
Squeak 'em, squeak, squeaker.
Yeah. So,
All right.
You have permission to play Grace now if you feel like it.
Is that a request or is that
No, he's just saying he's giving you the all clear.
Congratulations to Mr. Michael Price for his grandson graduating from college, I do believe.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Good to see who wears the brains in the family. Any requests out there? Otherwise, I'll just pick something. And you never know what'll
Bandit
happen.
Queen.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'll just start shouting out,
That's fine.
and then this old guitar.
And you want that on the banjo, right?
I'm sorry I made you restring it.
You brought this on yourself. All right. Put on your bandit hats and don your bandit fists.
Puffy girl's blouse.
Oh, the sun is sinking low, and the evening's tug in tow. On the horizon, my true love I see. She ain't fancy, she ain't fine, while her fingers number only 9. She's the belle of the ball of the insurgency. She's my bandit queen, lying beneath the moon. In a bandit cave, a blanket laid for 2. If I could find a way to your hideaway by the sea, oh, bandit queen, steal away to me. Somewhere in the mountains by a starry water fountain, in an alcove hid by some trees, amidst a pot of treasure, reclining at her leisure, my lady love sniffs at the breeze. And sitting up, she adjusts her turban and takes another swig from a bottle of bourbon. And listening to the whistling of the train station, odds are it will never reach its destination, 'cause my bandit queen astride her steed will ride. Oh, let me be the one to lay within your thieving arms tonight. Yeah. Well, she's my bandit queen, lying beneath the moon. In a bandit cave, there's a blanket laid for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. If I could find a way to your hideaway by the sea, oh, bandit queen, steal away to me. Oh, bandit queen, steal away to me. Bill Hoagie. That's about a guy whose passion was making sandwiches, I believe. And boat.
So I distinctly saw Fire Science requested.
Oh, okay.
I saw
I had boat, and Bill Hoagie.
Sutter's Mill, Bill Hoagie, Isle of Hope.
Okay.
Okay, so hang on.
Are you gonna write it down? Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
thank you.
We got Cold Missouri Waters.
Komoko.
Um,
Komowo.
we got
Boat cubed.
Sutter's Mill,
And
Isle of Hope.
Bill Hoagie. Okay, so we'll start with Cold Missouri Waters as soon as you take that ball away from the dog.
No, you listen. You came outside.
The birds I can handle. The dog,
Yeah, well,
squeaky
just
ball.
pretend it's a bird.
Oh look, Robin,
Where?
right on top up there.
Hello. Big fat robin. Hello.
So Cold Missouri Waters, a song about fire science.
Yep. We got Isle
Another
of
James
Hope.
Keelan song.
Yep. Sutter's
Now,
Mill.
remind me, remember for me, because you're the memory in the family. I think that Sydney suggested a different James Keelan song, and then I found this one instead, or no? Okay.
I think it was specifically that one.
Or I was going to do a different one, and she suggested this
Yeah.
one.
Well, he wrote Fires of Calais as well.
Oh, maybe that's it. I was thinking about doing that
Yep.
one.
So Sandy has asked for Ride On, which you don't do, and By the Rising of the Moon, which you also do not do. But sorry.
I do other Christy Moore songs.
That's right. We can do Ordinary Man.
Put it up on the big board.
I will.
All right. Good. I can take it away
Or
from
City of Chicago.
either way.
That's by Luke Bloom, right? The City of
But
Chicago.
that's his brother,
Right.
but he does it too. So
I'm putting those both up there.
Boys of Barn Estrada is another one.
He didn't write that one either.
No. I like your penmanship, even when it runs. I should never wash that door again.
No, this is not. I don't like this blood drippy look that they do here.
By the way, I had the ball.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna find another one because you didn't clean them up before you started using.
Well, they're out there in the yard. That's fine.
Go
As
get
long as he
one.
does, as long as he doesn't have the squeaky one, I don't care.
They're all squeaky.
Not let's think round's funny.
They're all squeaky.
My name is Dodge, but then you know that it's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind, that I can't read it. But I read every word, and every word it says is dead. So confession is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mention it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. August 49, north of Montana. The hottest day on record, the forest turned dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap upon your leg. It tells you go. See the circle. Oh, the fire down below. 15 of us dropped above the cold Missouri water. Ding. Gauge the fire. buckets low. But the fire crowd jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slow bit instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri water. Sky turned red, smoke was boiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. So I struck a match to waist-high grass, running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire, I ain't set, we can't make it. This is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, ran from the rocks above instead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. Like the phoenix, and that world reduced to ashes, with none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondered how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. I've had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I will join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters.
Awesome.
What were you smiling at?
Just wondering if I should go get my phone to see who's making that noise.
Okay. 21.
Yay!
Okay. That doesn't sound right.
So next is Boat. Then we have Sutter's Mill, Isle of Hope, Bill Hosey, Ordinary Man, City of Chicago, Boys of Burn Strata. That's a Robin, I think.
Maybe it's a red-winged blackbird.
Sing it again. Let's see.
With the banjo this time. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I said, keep on my pony on my boat. Now if I were Kendall Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. I'd bring myself and Mary in Oldale. It'd just be me and Trigger, go riding through them movies, and we'd buy a boat and on the sea we'd sail. And if I had a boat, go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I said, keep on my pony on my boat. Now the mystery master man was smart. He got himself I bought a boat. I'm going out to sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, riding on my boat, we could all together go out on the ocean. I said, keep on my pony on my boat. If I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers. I'd come and go whenever I would please. And I'd scare them by the shade tree. I'd scare them by a light pole. I would not scare my pony on my float out on the sea. But if I had a boat, go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, riding on my boat, we could all together go out on the ocean. I said, keep on my pony on my boat. One more time. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, riding on my boat, we could all together go out on the ocean. I said, me upon my pony on my boat. I said, me upon my pony on my boat.
Boat. Bird.
Bird.
Yeah, bird.
Sutter's Mill.
Indeed.
Sutter's Mill. It's in there. There it is. In the spring of 47, so the story it is told. Old John Sutter went to the mill site, found a piece of shining gold. Well, he took it to the city, where the word like wildfire spread. Old John Sutter soon came to wish he left that stone on the riverbed. For they came like from the locusts, every woman, child and man, in their lumbering Conestogas, they left their tracks upon the land. Some would fail, some would prosper, some would die, some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's Mill. Well, they came from New York City, and they came from Alabama, with their dreams of finding fortunes in this wide, unsettled land. Well, some fell prey to hostile arrows as they tried to cross the bay. Some were lost in the Rocky Mountains with their heads rose to the rain. Some would fail, some would prosper, some would to his knee. Well, so it failed, some would prosper, some would die, some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's mill, some would curse John Sutter's mill. It's all his dreams go unfulfilled.
Okay, I gotta add absent friends for Donica.
Okay. Isle of Hope.
Yes, please.
First, I think requested by Joseph Cooper, and it ended up on the album. So thank you, Coop.
Ended up the lead-off track.
Nope.
Nope. What's the lead-off track?
Dance Called America.
Really?
Yeah.
I must have them out of order in my car.
Sorry, looking around for my capo, as one does. A little off somewhere.
Not unlike myself.
That's usually not the one that goes out of tune.
Well, the temp has dropped now that the sun's gone down.
If I'm talking, you should be? Yes, drinking.
If you're tuning, they should be drinking.
Sorry. Scratch that. What she said.
It's like, because you're not talking, you're tuning. You're
That's
tuning.
right. On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. again. The Isle of home is always on your mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And in springtime when I went there and I stepped onto its pier, I thought of how it must have been when you're just 15 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, you'll never see again. The Isle of home is always on your mind. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fear, but it's not the Isle you left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, you'll never see again. But the Isle of home is always on your mind. But the Isle of home is always on your mind.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you. I love Hoagie.
Bill Hosey for Peter Richards.
Yeah. Probably auto-corrected it, I guess.
I think so.
Bill Hoagie made a sandwich. So I had a dream during my nap today that I was interviewing Tom Hanks. I said, you know, not to, this is not mentioned as an insult or anything, but in your early films, you know, your early work like Bachelor Party and
Joe versus the volcano.
yeah, Joe, it seemed like you were channeling, like you were a poor man's Bill Murray. Can you speak to that? And he stormed off. Sensitive subject for Mr. young Mr. Tom Hanks, I guess. Splash as well, that was the other one. He is certainly no poor man's Bill Murray now. So. Built a plane, a survivor from the Schneider Trophy race. Seemed like a nice old guy with his baseball cap and his sunlit eyes. He took the airframe motor away and restored all the fabrics, the floats and straps and things. And the shark on banana skis was heard to roar once more over Cornwall seas. sailing round Cape Horn. The S-5 Supermarine was the fastest seaplane the world has ever seen. Nearly 300 miles an hour, the Iberian line engine to give her power. Now her daughters were in World War II. The pilots were known as the first of the few. Where the Battle of Britain raged, the Spitfire blazed across the history page. But Bill Hosey built a dream to haunt the skies with the ghost of Supermarine. And she rose on the step again, the spirit of a Schneider Trophy racing plane. She took to the cool spring air with Bill Hosey sitting in the pilot's chair. She banked along the Cornwall shore, her tail broke away and she flew no more. She fell from a flight of grace the year they revived the Schneider Trophy race. And the Supermarine S-5 is the plane that made Bill Hosey feel alive. Alive.
Woo, lovely. Thank you. Now, can you see the board?
I can see the board.
All right.
Now, who had requested some Christy Moore? We're doing these for them. Do you remember?
Shelley, maybe?
They requested right on, but that's not one that I do. Drinking.
That's right.
All right, let's have a little drink for myself here. You're very welcome, Peter Richards. Thank you, Kyle.
Yep. I'm going to bow out pretty soon.
Okay.
My tongue is still bothering me.
Oh,
Well, I just Googled symptoms.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rickets,
no. But,
cholera.
no. But if it's not better tomorrow, I'll probably call Allison and just see if she
Adventure Doc.
Yeah. If I can go into the,
Emergency
Well,
or
just-
urgent care.
just to rule out,
Rickets.
no, acute bowel.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
think you have a very cute bowel.
that's right. It's just my dad had all that stuff all the time, and I'm like, ooh, I've made it to 57, and I haven't had any of the major medical things my parents have. Is it about time, or do I just have gas?
I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I've had to work for everything I own. I never asked for a lot, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family in the home. And they say the times are hard, and they've handed me my cards. They say it's not the work to go around. But when the whistle blows, the gates are finally closed. Tonight they're gonna shut that factory down. They'll tear it down. Well, I never missed a day. I went on strike for better pay. 20 years I served the best I could. Now with a handshake and a check, it seems so easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and the good. And the owner says he's sad to see that things have got so bad. The captains of industry won't let him loose. But he still smokes a cigar and he drives a brand new car. Still he takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Well, now it seems to me such a cruel irony. He's richer now than he ever was before. And now my check is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one lot for the rich, one lot for the poor. And every day I have to ride to salvage something of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone here today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife trying to make the best of life. God knows what the kids are gonna do. Now we are faced with this human waste, another generation cast aside. For as long as I live, I never will forgive. You stripped me of my dignity and my pride. You stripped me bare. No work today. No work today. No work today. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, caught my thumb.
Oh.
Another Christy Moore song for you. This is a Christy Moore rock block.
Yay.
Yep. Deadly pains of hunger drove a million from the land, and they traveled not for pleasure. Their motive wasn't greed, it was a voyage of survival across the stormy sea to the city of Chicago. As the evening shadows fall, there are people oh, the hills of Donegal. Well, some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fate, but most of them knew hardship and died upon a plate. And they spread throughout the nation. They rode the railroad cars and they brought the songs and stories to ease their aching heart to the city of Chicago. As the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal, with the city of Chicago. shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. There are people dreaming. Oh, the hills of Donegal. Oh, the hills of Donegal.
Lovely. So Patty Hart is here from County Tyrone. Welcome. Glad to have you
Tyrone.
back. You should be asleep. And Jolene, who is driving home from the East Coast to Washington, and she's only as far as Lincoln, Nebraska. Now, that means that if you leave tomorrow morning, depending on your route, we're just 4 hours away. If you want to stop for lunch, text me, okay? Or send Wolf a direct message.
Yep.
We'd love to have you stop by.
DM, as you kids say today.
As the kids say, do you want this back? I'm headed.
I've got this over
Okay,
here. Marie.
I'm out. I
right.
love you all. Good night. I'm gonna go.
So we
take
got
some
Boys of
side-
Barnastrada left, and we got Absent Friends, right?
Yeah.
So we got 2 more, and I don't know if I want to end on Absent Friends. I'll probably do 1 more after that, so we got 3 more. Thank you so much for sharing your most valuable commodity with you tonight. Your
You're
time and
ovaries.
attention.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah. I'm over it.
I'm over it.
This is the Howl. We do it every Saturday night. Almost every Saturday. Good night, EXO. Love you. And 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time, and wherever it is in your particular sphere of reality. Welcome back, Allison Manson. Yes, we can end with Legacy. Thank you, Taylor Cook, for the request. Thank you. Haven't done that one in a little while. Always a good one to do. Oh, the town, it climbs a mountain and looks upon the sea. At sleeping time, awaking, it's there I long to be, to walk in those kindly streets, the place where life began, with the boys of Barnastrada who hunted for the ram. With cudgels stout, they roam about to hunt for the trailing. We search the birds in every verse, from letter to journey. We dance for joy beneath the sky, like held no print nor plan, when the boys of Barnastrada went hunting for the ram. And when the hills were bleeding and rifles were aflame, through the rebel homes of Kerry the Saxon strangers came, but the men who dared the oxes and fought the black and tans were the boys of Barnastrada who hunted for the ram. But now they toil for the soil, but they have made their way deep deep in the heart of London town, over on Broadway, and I am left to sing their deeds and praise them while I can. Those boys by the shroud who hunted for the rand. And here's a hell to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the groves of Cara River or the slopes of Dignity. John Davy and Vatande and the Sheehan's come and down, and the boys of Barney Shore who hunted for the rand. And when the wheel of life runs out and peace comes over me, just take me back to that old town between the hills and sea. I'll take my rest in those green fields, a place where life began with the boys about All right, we had a request. Oh, we have another ding. Yay! Thank you. So I can't remember who requested this, but we did have a request for this. This is a song written by my good friend, my dear late friend, Deanna Smith Scotland, and it's wonderful that she will continue to live on in our hearts and our minds and through her words and her music. I'm going to be smart and think ahead, because we're going to do this one and then one more and then we'll call it a night. And the next one is going to be on this bad boy. Drinking. All right. Safe home, my friend, fare thee well. Where this road will lead us, only time can tell. But we'll travel on together, just for a little while. And when it's time to part, I'll leave you with a smile. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship. Show your spirit, we'll be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share. And remember, absent friends, heartstrings tied with soft silken cords, times of luxury few men can afford. Your memories are my treasures, I'll keep them all my days. You have changed me in a million little ways. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship. Show your spirit, we'll be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share, and remember absent friends. Now it's time, my friend, to move on, but in hearts that truly love you, you are never really gone. You're the breeze that blows around us, the moon that lights the sky. With joy and tears, we bid you now goodbye. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship, sure your spirit will be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share, and remember absent friends. Here's a toast to absent friends. Raise your glass to absent friends. Cheers. So we're going to wrap up here. Song requested by, thank you, Joseph Cooper. Song requested by Taylor Cook. So a song I wrote with Miss Deanna Smith Scotland, to be precise. Her words, my music. You come from every corner, you speak in every tongue, brought here by a vision of what is soon to come. No longer will we stand for hatred, bigotry, and fear. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world that we've been given is not so large a place where we could stand divided by philosophy or race. Where the truth and beauty dwell in every human heart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. We are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. Yeah. The speakers and the wise ones who led us to this place called on every one of us to be love's human face, to rise up from the shadows, to turn and face the sun, and to carry on the work that was so long ago begun. Each man must look inside himself. Each woman make her choice to stand against injustice, to raise a common voice, to cast aside the petty fears that chain us to the past, to give our children's children a legacy that will last, to give our children's children a legacy and last. Yeah, we are called from the ancient soul of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out to search for more, much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. We are called from the ancient soul of those who came before. We take what we've been given and set out to search for more, much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Yeah. Love is all encompassing, and the circle must expand. Thanks very much for being here on the Howl every Saturday night, or almost every Saturday night, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. Thank you for being a part of my expanding circle. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be excellent to each other, be fiercely kind, and we hope to see you back again here next week. We're going to play out with another track from the brand new album, available on Bandcamp. Not that one. We'll do this one. That's the first song. We've already played the first song. There we go. Thanks again. We'll see you soon. WoloLoco.com. Like, follow, share.
The gowk's nest full cleverly. Here's to the king and to Donald McGillivray. Come like a wyver, Donald McGillivray. Come like a wyver, Donald McGillivray. Balance fair and balance cleverly. Off with a counterfeit Donald McGillivray. Donald run over the hill, but never mind. As we were good, or sting me another man. When he comes back, his son will look merrily. Here's to the king and to Donald McGillivray. Come like a weaver, Donald McGillivray. Come like a weaver, Donald McGillivray. Pack on your back, and Elwyn say cleverly. Give them full measure, my Donald McGillivray. Donald has fought, weary, and rolled a reed. Donald has dinner, we veins and vagary. Better it were for wigs and wiggery. Meeting the devil as Donald McGillivray. Come like a tailor, Donald McGillivray. Come like a tailor, Donald McGillivray. Push about the pen, new, nimble and cleverly. Here's to King James and to Donald McGillivray. Donald's the collar that brooks Nicktangleness, Wiggin and Priggin, and on the bangleness. They must be game, he wanna be bound, man, he mun pay justice, or pay the target man. Come like a cobbler, Donald McGillivray. Come like a cobbler, Donald McGillivray. Big them and for them, and lingle and cleverly. Up King James and Donald McGillivray. Donald was mumbling, he mirths and mockery. Donald was blinded, he bled so properly. Ireland's ran say unbrotherly, up with King James, away Donald McGillivray.